So resistance to what is clearly is the root of suffering. Resistance to it or attachment, it's all the same thing really. But what a powerful opportunity the past several weeks have been, including today. This is the flow of energy. It is all pushing everybody, myself included, to give up, to surrender control, to let go, to give up trying to figure it out, to give up the understanding of the how, the when, to stop trying and just surrender to what is, to accept what is, to release the resistance to what is. I can witness there is resistance present in the mind. There absolutely is, and I can feel the tension and the discomfort, the suffering that is created as a result of that. I can at least choose not to resist the resistance. I can at least choose to step into this space of that which is observing, that which is simply witnessing. And in witnessing what is, there is acceptance of it. That is natural. If we are able to step into the place of awareness, of really just witnessing, leaving the rest out, not trying to comprehend, not trying to figure it out. He's going to be a little upset because we're shut in this room at the moment. Not trying to understand, but just looking, accepting, really admitting this is what is. So what is today? What is today is everybody at my place of work has COVID. I just recovered from COVID, and I mean just as in there's still a slight cough here and there. Today is the first day I have felt that I have energy, really. And I'm 2 weeks out from the end of the contagion period that I was in. So I don't think it was me, by one way or another. Everybody at my place of business, and it's a small business, has COVID, which means the office is pretty much shut down, which means I don't know if I get to work this week. It means there's a potential for reinfection. It means all kinds of things like that. And it is so easy. The mind wants to grab onto that and just run. It wants to run. It wants to take it to the worst possible scenario. That's what it wants to do. Is to take it all the way down the rabbit hole, down this bottomless pit of fear and worry and panic and despair. And I can see that. I can see that is a pattern, and that is where it wants to go. And I can witness that and choose not to identify with it. I'm not stopping it. I'm not telling it what to do. I'm not telling it what to think. I'm just not following it there. If it goes, I step back and I watch it go. And go, gosh, that doesn't feel good. That doesn't feel good. I'm going to stand here acknowledging that there is a feeling of panic, acknowledging that agitation has arisen. It's definitely still in the collective. The energy right now is intense. It is intense. Again, it is driving us to just give up, to stop fighting it, to realize our fighting of it is futile. It is futile. I have no control over this. Trying to reason through it, trying to resist it, absolutely insane. Accomplishes nothing, just holds me in a state of tension, a state of discomfort. I can choose to do that, or I can just choose to be at peace with what is, to accept what is. Whatever happens, happens, and it will be for the highest good. Even if I were to somehow end up on the street, which I don't anticipate. I have no expectations of that because the universe provides. It takes care of everything. But even so, there would be no resistance to it, and so there would be no suffering. I would be fine. All, again, would be provided for, and everything would be right. And my connection to that place, to that knowledge, to that greater awareness brings a profound amount of peace. Even in the presence of all of the other shit that's arising, that's jumping around. I don't have to be afraid of it. I don't have to fight it. I know resistance can be there and still peace and abundance flows around. The universe takes the path of least resistance. Source takes the path of least resistance. My inner being takes the path of least resistance. And so it doesn't matter what resistance is there. Even as tangled as the mind can get into the state of tension, and even if I find myself losing consciousness and identifying with that state, even so, everything is still working out for me. It still is. It is still all moving for my benefit. It is still all working to provide for and take care of me. It is still all happening for me exactly right, exactly the best possible way, exactly as intended. That is always true. Whether or not it is being perceived, it's always true. We cannot buck this current of well-being. It is absolute. It is the truth of what is. The truth of what is, everything is well. Whether we believe it or not doesn't change the truth. And it doesn't change that that truth continues to stream in and to inform everything, to bring everything right to our doorstep. I know I am provided for divinely, accounted for, cared for, protected, guided, provisioned. Everything that I need is given to me. Everything that I ask for, everything that I desire, it is given. It's already a done deal. There is no cause for concern, even the experience of concern. There is no cause for fear, even the feeling of fear. We need not resist resistance. Anxiety need not make us anxious. All of it is allowed. It is allowed. It is allowed to be felt. It is allowed to exist. It stops nothing. Does not change the blessings streaming in and upon us. Does not change the love. Does not change our radical worthiness and our absolute abundance. Nothing changes that. Nothing. Nothing can. It's just not possible. But boy, do I have a desire to express. My goodness, the excitation this created within the system. And I don't feel like it's mine alone either. I might pull a reading. Not in this video. I'm going to save that for separate. This is just expression. This is just movement of energy. This is just acknowledgement of what is. Because I desire to. Because I intend to create no suffering. Because I know everything is going right. Because this is my statement of that. This is my affirmation for myself of that. I can feel things are changing at a bigger level. This is the energy that is permeating the world right now. Being faced with something, a sudden uncontrollable change. That's what it is. However that manifests, however that occurs, it is sudden, uncontrollable changes. Certainly things that would have the appearance of, to the mind, to the ego, as going wrong. Wrong, again, by the perception of ego, which naturally resists, which has a very limited awareness. The broader awareness sees nothing ever can or does go wrong. There is no wrong. There is no such thing. That is an imaginary concept. It doesn't exist. It's not a true thing. There's no such thing as wrong. And by the same token, there is no such thing as right by ego's definition. There is only the higher good. There is only what is. There is only the path, the flow. All of it always moving for a higher purpose. And that purpose is the benefit of all inclusive, everything included. That's what highest good means. Nothing and nobody left behind. This flow is infinite. There is no end to the resources, to the love, to the goodness, to the well-being. So it flows freely for all. And that's what's happening. Anything that appears to go wrong is just going, first of all. It's just going. And however it goes right. However this goes, it goes right. That can be trusted. That is a space I can tap into right here and right now. The broader awareness of that. An awareness I can sustain even while feeling ego's writhing. Because again, it's all inclusive. The rightness of going includes everything that is going, and a part of what is going, a part of what is ego's resistance. That's not wrong either. That's not going wrong. That's not a mistake. That's not a problem. It's exactly right. It's exactly allowed. It's exactly as it should be. Everything, external and internal, is just right. So there's really nothing to do. There's nothing to worry about. There are no problems. Nothing to solve, nothing to achieve, nothing to accomplish. Just being pushed further and further into surrender, into allowance, into just accepting what is, into allowing everything to happen, and simply being present in the happening. Witnessing, observing, accepting, just being. There is great peace in that. Peace even with tremendous non-peace present, and I can feel there is great disturbance collectively. But I sense a disturbance in the force. And even this disturbance need not disturb me. It is allowed. It's okay. It's really, really, really okay. So this is what is. I am simply sitting. I am simply being. I am simply allowing. This simply is, and is a beautiful, tremendous opportunity to feel good, to demonstrate to myself my capacity to feel good, to demonstrate to myself the stability of my peace even in the presence of that which would appear to be the opposite, within and without, to include the internal state as well as external in what is, and to face it fully and accept it, to become more present with it, to draw it closer, to move further into the body, even when perhaps the conditioning of the past would have been to project away, to leave it behind, to draw in, closer, nearer, quieter, fuller, to feel more, not less, more, to invite it fully to manifest all the way. Whatever it is, give it to me. Bring it on. Let it be so. Breathing deeply into this, expanding to contain this. Realizing that I can contain anything. How empowering is that? I can experience, I can contain, I can allow anything. More than I ever imagined possible. And I come to that realization by being pushed to that limit and expanding beyond it. And so it really is obvious how everything is happening for the best. Because this is a benefit, this is a gift, this is powerful. This I appreciate. For this I am grateful. Being pushed into the state of allowance, there is nothing that compares. Nothing so liberating as this. So here it is, an opportunity to surrender deeply and to experience that profound liberation. And I am inviting any and all who find themselves in this space, this state of tension, this state of resistance and worry. I am inviting all of us to let go, to accept, to say this is what is, and I face it fully. I look it in the eye. I draw it in. I do not push it away. Bring it on. Bring it to me. Let me embrace this. And in my absolute surrender and vulnerability to this, I am invulnerable. There is no contention. I cannot lose against that which I am not fighting. I cannot be defeated by that which I am not at war against. Whatever happens, my response is that so? And then I examine. I lean closer to it, drawing it near to me. And I simply look and say, so it is. So it is. There is no opinion. There is no judgment. There is no preference. There is simply looking and seeing and allowing, acknowledging with awareness. This is what is. So it is. And then I can include in this awareness the knowledge that what is divine. Everything is myself. Everything is source. Everything is spirit. Everything is being. And so I can, focusing upon the isness now, first by accepting the what, allowing the isness to become clear, I can appreciate the sameness of self. I can appreciate the essence of what is being, noticing, realizing it is the same as me. And in fact, the only thing that is more of me. It is all just myself. It is all just more of the same. well-being, source, essentially good and loving. It is in fact love. Whatever is here, it's love. And now I am drawing love, I see, near to me. I am relishing in the presence of love. I am wrapping myself in love, for everything that is love. And so, by accepting its outward appearance, I am able to see through that and realize the true presence of what is here. Peace, serenity, light, life, love. And now I am just witnessing the presence of love. For that is what is truly here, I see now. And basking in this, I feel great peace and great appreciation. Thank you for this opportunity to draw love so very near to me, so clearly into my view. Truly a gift, truly what is desired, truly I am provided for. Clever universe, to give me this chance to see love yet again in a fresh light, to feel it all the more powerfully, all the more uniquely, novelly. Thank you for this. Thank you for what is, exactly as it is. I see only love here. And so it is.